Okay, you lean in, your eyes close, and you press your face against another person's face. Open your mouth a little and swap spit. Stop and actually look at what you're doing. You are mashing the most sensitive part of your body against someone else's, exchanging saliva, tasting them, trading. And this is a real number. Around 80 million bacteria in a single kiss. And somehow, this is romantic. This is how billions of people say, "I love you." But here's the thing nobody tells you. Kissing is deeply, genuinely weird. It might be 21 million years old. Older than our species, older than walking upright. Some of your ancestors were doing it before they were even human. And yet, right now, on Earth, almost half of all human cultures don't do it at all, and some of them think it is absolutely disgusting. So which is it? An ancient instinct or a strange habit we invented? This is the story of the human kiss. Where it came from, why it feels like it means everything, and why half the planet wants no part of it. Let's kill the biggest myth first, that everyone kisses, because we grow up on it. Every movie, every fairy tale ends with a kiss, so it feels like a basic human instinct, like smiling or crying. It is not. In 2015, anthropologists did something nobody had bothered to do. They actually counted. They went through 168 cultures around the world and checked which ones practiced the romantic mouth-to-mouth kiss. The answer? Fewer than half, only about 46%. In the majority of human cultures, couples did not kiss romantically. And when explorers and anthropologists described it to them, a lot of them were horrified. There are recorded reactions of people watching Westerners kiss and asking, essentially, "Why are you eating each other's faces?" To them, pressing your mouth against someone else's and sharing saliva wasn't romantic. It was gross, unhygienic, basically licking someone. And here's the pattern that makes it even stranger. The study found that the more socially complex and stratified a society was, the more likely it was to kiss. Big, crowded, hierarchical civilizations kiss. Small foraging bands often don't, which tells you something huge. The romantic kiss isn't a raw human instinct bubbling up from our DNA. It's more like a cultural technology, something that spreads. So if it's not a universal instinct, where did it come from? To answer that, we have to leave humans entirely. Because here's where it gets weird. We are not the only ones who do this. Watch a group of chimpanzees after a fight, after all the screaming and hitting, and you'll see them come back together and press their mouths together and kiss. Chimps kiss to make up, to say we're okay. And bonobos, our other closest cousins, take it much further. Bonobos kiss constantly, with real, prolonged, open-mouth, tongue-involved kissing that would make a teenager blush. For them, it's social glue, greeting, comfort, flirtation, all of it. So kissing isn't uniquely human at all. And in 2024, researchers did something clever. They mapped which primates kiss and which don't, and traced the behavior back up the family tree. Their estimate for when this mouth-to-mouth contact first appeared? Somewhere around 21 million years ago, in a common ancestor of all the great apes. 21 million years! That is long, long before anything you'd call human. So the behavior, pressing mouths together to bond, is ancient. It's in our lineage. What's new, what's recent, is wrapping it in romance and calling it love, which raises the real question. If our ape ancestors were already doing this 21 million years ago, what were they actually doing it for? Because it definitely wasn't for a first date. There are two big theories, and the first one is a little gross. So lean in. Theory 1. Kissing is leftover grooming. Watch apes for an afternoon, and you'll notice they spend an enormous amount of time grooming each other. combing through fur with their fingers, picking out dirt, bugs, dead skin, scabs. It looks tender, and it is. Grooming is how apes build trust and bond. But grooming also has a very practical final move. To get the last stubborn bit of debris or a parasite off, the groomer purses their lips and sucks it right off the skin. A little mouth-to-body contact to finish the job. Now, fast forward to our ancestors, who slowly lost almost all their fur. Once you're not furry, there's not much to comb through. The hours of grooming shrank, but that intimate final gesture, the lips, the mouth contact that meant, "I'm taking care of you, I'm close to you, I trust you," that part was too useful to lose. So in this theory, the kiss is the fossil of grooming, the last surviving frame of an ancient ritual of care kept alive long after the fur and the bugs were gone. It's a beautiful idea. But there's a second theory, and it might be even stronger, and it's about feeding. This one is called kiss feeding, and once you hear it, you can't unhear it. For most of human history, and you still see this in some cultures and all across the ape world, mothers didn't have baby food. There were no soft purees, no blenders. So when a baby was ready to move past milk but couldn't chew tough food yet, the mother did the chewing for them. She would take the food into her own mouth, chew it down into a soft paste, and then press her lips to the baby's lips and pass it directly, mouth to mouth. This is called pre-mastication, and it was completely normal everywhere for a very long time. Now think about what that mouth-to-mouth contact means to a baby. It is the single most reassuring thing in the world. It's mom, it's closeness, it's warmth, it's literally being kept alive. Mouth to mouth means love, means safety, means I've got you. And the idea is that this bonding gesture, this feeling of comfort tied to pressing lips together, got so deeply wired into us that it stuck around even when we didn't need to pass food anymore. The kiss stopped being about feeding and became pure affection. Under this theory, every time you kiss someone you love, you are echoing the very first meaning of the gesture. I will take care of you. So the behavior is ancient and the meaning is care. But when did humans start doing it the way we do? For romance. For that, we need the first one ever written down. So let's go hunting for the first recorded kiss in human history. For a long time, the popular answer was ancient India. Texts from around 3,500 years ago that described lovers pressing their mouths together, and that was thought to be the birthplace of the romantic kiss, spreading out from there. But in 2023, two researchers went digging through something much older, the clay tablets of ancient Mesopotamia, the world's very first written civilization in what's now Iraq, and buried in that cuneiform writing, they found it. Descriptions of kissing, romantic kissing between lovers, and affectionate kissing between family from around 4,500 years ago, 1,000 years older than the Indian texts. But here's the part that actually matters. These Mesopotamian tablets don't describe kissing like it's a new, exotic invention. They describe it casually, as a totally normal thing everyone already did, which means kissing wasn't invented in Mesopotamia either. It was already old there, already everywhere. The researchers' conclusion was basically, stop looking for the one place. Kissing was born. There is no single birthplace, no first couple. By the time anyone could write it down, humans had already been kissing for a very, very long time. We just finally had a way to record it. The real origin is somewhere back in the dark, unwritten past, and one clue about how far back it goes comes from a very unexpected place, the mouth of a Neanderthal. This is the wildest twist in the whole story, and I need you to remember it's debated, but it's incredible. In 2017, scientists were studying the hardened plaque on the teeth of ancient humans and Neanderthals, basically fossilized mouth gunk, which turns out to be a treasure chest of DNA. And inside, they found a specific microbe living in the mouth. A tiny organism called Methanobrevibacter oralis. It lives in your mouth right now. And here's the key fact. This microbe spreads from person to person mainly through saliva, through sharing spit. When the team compared the strain living in Neanderthals to the strain living in modern humans, they found something strange. The two versions had split apart, not when our species split from Neanderthals, but much later, around 120,000 years ago. And what was happening 120,000 years ago? Humans and Neanderthals were meeting, living near each other, and we know this from DNA, interbreeding. So this saliva-borne microbe jumped between the two species right at the moment they were getting close. The lead scientist put it carefully. They may have been kissing. Now, to be fair, it could also have come from sharing food or a mother pre-chewing food for a child. It's genuinely debated. But sit with the picture for a second. Two different kinds of human, 100,000 plus years ago, close enough to swap the life in their mouths. That's about as intimate as prehistory gets. Okay, but if kissing isn't even universal, and it's basically leftover grooming or baby feeding, then why, for those of us who do it, does it feel like it means so much? Why can one good kiss make your heart pound and one bad kiss end a relationship on the spot? Because a kiss is secretly an information exchange, a full-body background check disguised as romance. When your faces get that close, you're not just touching, you're smelling and tasting each other up close. Subtle chemical signals about someone's immune system, their hormones, their health, whether their body is a good genetic match for yours. Research suggests this is a big reason we do it, especially as a final test before things go further. It's why a first kiss can feel like a verdict. Something clicks, or something is deeply, unfixably wrong, and you can't even explain why. And chemically, a good kiss is a drug. It spikes dopamine, desire and reward, and oxytocin, the bonding chemical, while dropping cortisol, the stress hormone. So in one gesture, a kiss lets you assess a partner and bond with them at the same time. It's a lie detector and a love potion fused together, which almost makes it sound perfect, except for one very large problem. And I have to be honest about the catch because it's the whole reason half the world said no thanks. Kissing is a spectacularly good way to make each other sick. Go back to that number from the start, around 80 million bacteria swapped in a single 10-second kiss. Most are harmless, but mouths are also how we pass some genuinely nasty things. The cold sore virus, herpes simplex, spread by kissing, and once you have it, it's for life. Mononucleosis is nicknamed, literally, the kissing disease. Colds, flu, gum bacteria, all of it. A kiss is an open highway. So evolution faced a real trade-off. On one side, bonding, comfort, sizing up a mate. On the other, handing your immune system a live sample of every germ in someone else's body. And that trade-off is almost certainly why kissing never became universal. In plenty of cultures, especially before anyone understood germs, the instinct that won wasn't romance, it was disgust. Why would I put my mouth on that? Was honestly a very reasonable survival strategy. Kissing is a gamble. Most of us just quietly decided the bond was worth the risk. So let's zoom all the way out. A gesture that may have started 21 million years ago as apes grooming each other or mothers feeding their babies mouth to mouth. A behavior so old we share it with chimps and bonobos, and maybe swapped it with Neanderthals in the dark of the last ice age. Something that isn't an instinct, that half of all human cultures never adopted, that plenty of people find genuinely revolting, and that still, somehow, became the single most universal symbol of love we have. A kiss is leftover grooming, and ancient feeding, and a chemical background check, and a shared risk of disease, all pressed into 2 seconds of closeness. So the next time you kiss someone, remember what you're actually doing. You're running a program older than your species. You're tasting them, testing them, trusting them, and saying, with a gesture that once meant, "I'll take care of you," that you choose them anyway. You were never just kissing. And if you liked this, there's a whole universe of why waiting for you. Subscribe, and I'll see you at the next one.